Ladies and gentlemen, due to unfortunate file management, I was unable to recover the recording of outside assistance. Likely mistakenly erased it while making room for more recordings. So, in summary, after getting the quest started properly by talking to Jake on the radio, I found the correct location and was excited to explore. A bit wary of ghouls and relieved to only find the bunker. Once inside, I grabbed the steno and listened to all 3 holotapes located there, fascinated by the lore and Magnuson's side of the story. I then proceeded to continue retaking the Commonwealth, soldiering through a few early version bugs, and eventually triggered the next quest.
What? Perfect. Alright, let's speak with Sal. What up?
Salvador reporting in. We've seen an uptick in gunner activity. Their attacks have become more frequent, and with greater coordination. I've instructed our soldiers to be extra cautious, but I'd still recommend doubling recon and intel gathering in order to retain the upper hand.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Understood. I'll pass along the orders. That was all. Salvador out.
Alright. Take back the locations the gunners captured north of the river. Oh! Oh. Nice, so we get to... So it's these 4 locations apparently. Nice. Then let's first do... Yeah, let's head over. Let's first take Oberland so we can free those people. Then we take Forest Grove Marsh, hope we have enough soldiers. Okay, so the gunners are still going. But that doesn't stop a settler from having their workout. Let's sneak on over. Don't know what they are shooting at. Probably some poor old settler. Whoop. There. Let's hope this works. Oh, dang. They got a robot. I need to wait for the autosave. Oh, and they killed the Brahmin. Oh, you absolute monsters. Hurry up, folks. Where's my flare? Where's the flare? Come on. They are absolutely massacring the settlement.
That's why you don't screw with the gunners.
Wait, what? What? What did it say? A white flare? What? Tell me again why. Please explain to me why again. Why can't I liberate Oberland? Was it the warriors? Yeah. Not enough warriors. Okay, so I've managed to liberate Oberland Station. I was about to go and I was about to prepare a few of my warriors to go and take Forest Grove Marsh. But then I got the notification that Magnuson is trying to contact me. So I turned the auto contact back on. And we'll leave it. And let's see. Yeah, we should listen to what he has to say. What up? What up, Doctor?
Magnuson here. By now, you must have found my old hideaway. Tell me, what do you think of the gun you found? The Steno?
I would go with the seems fine, but
So you know weapons, huh?
Weapon design is one of the many feathers in my cap, yes. I'm impressed you noticed the Steno was custom built. And further impressed you noticed it was by my hand. You clearly have an eye for this sort of thing. I must say, I'm pleased you decided to follow my advice. Make sure you keep hold of that rifle. You'll need it.
whoop.
Why don't you tell me about it?
The Steno was my answer to the electromagnetic arms race. Whilst others attempted to prioritize energy efficiency or construction cost, I instead focused on raw, stopping power. The result, a handheld weapon that can punch through a warship's hull. Provided you give it enough charge, of course.
There's something a bit off.
No need to say it. I anticipated this reaction. You've probably noticed your adversaries have been equipped with similar-looking weaponry. And yes, I can confirm there is a connection between their weapons and the Steno. You see, back before the war, corporate espionage was commonplace, and tech patents were constantly being creatively acquired, shall we say. Truth is, it was long ago I lost track on how many of my ideas and inventions had been copied or outright stolen, and that includes the Steno.
Anything else I should know?
It would appear the gunners have been granted access to a stockpile of counterfeit Steno replicas, undoubtedly a gift from their employer. But the rifle that you found is the original, and I guarantee the best variant of the weapon you'd ever have the pleasure to handle. Well, unless I decide to build an improved version, that is.
Okay, now we know he's not. He's definitely not the employer. I hope. But yeah, it just wouldn't make sense. So he's what you would call a quirky, unexpected ally. In a way. It's like, sure, he's full of himself, but so far I really like him.
How is a gun gonna help us?
Ha! The Steno is an impressive weapon. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But, you're right. A single gun won't win you this war. No, the Steno is but the first stepping stone. To deal with your gunner problem, we're going to require something with a bit more firepower.
You've got my attention.
Tell me, have you ever looked up at the night sky and pondered, what's up there? It's more than just stars, you know. Hundreds, possibly thousands of man-made satellites still
I was
orbit this
about
once
to
beautiful globe.
Point that
Some
out,
of those
yeah.
satellites were once part of the United States
What?
Atomic Rain Program.
Oh, what are we getting here? I'm getting a strong hint about something. Oh, what's it called again? The Poseidon thing from New Vegas. Oh,
I think I saw a bit about it on the news back before the war.
That's rather likely. I do recall the politicians wanting to make a big fuss out of it. After all, with the right propaganda, you can reassure the citizenry and scare your enemy's witness, all at the same time.
oh, this is gonna be fun.
Tell me more.
Operated out of Adams Air Force Base, Atomic Rain was a complex network of orbiting weapon platforms, each armed with tactical nuclear missiles.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
after being unattended for so long, most of these satellites would have likely malfunctioned or be damaged. But a handful should still be serviceable, patiently sitting idle, awaiting their next command. A command that we shall send them.
Ooh. Okay, but I really, really wanna get the lore. Come on.
What happened at Adams Air Force Base?
As far as the public knew, and most of the serving officers for that matter, Adams was just a typical Air Force base. Hangars filled with jet fighters, cadets being drilled in the training yards, and so on and so forth. However, located just a few clicks beneath the surface was ECAM, the East Coast Aerospace Management System, Control Center for Atomic Rain. And a few other things too. Officially, ECAM was established to defend our soil against enemy incursion. Unofficially, it was to monitor and react in event of any native resistance that may have occurred due to the ever-escalating civil unrest.
Plenty of stuff that officially is one thing and unofficially another, like the switchboard. I mean, not surprising.
You sure that 200 years didn't rust something important up there?
No. Oxidation, or rusting, requires oxygen.
Yeah, that was a silly
whilst
question.
It's possible a satellite in very low Earth orbit could suffer mild corrosion, it's still unlikely. It's far more probable that some of the satellites have sustained damage from space debris than from any amount of rusting. Still, even taking into account 200 years of neglect of environmental deterioration, enough of the Atomic Rain satellite network should still remain for our purposes.
I'm quite curious to learn more about Magnuson now. Like, I'm eager to learn if, like, what kind of technique did he use to survive all this time? Like, did he get some stuff from Vault 111? Like, did he also use a cryopod? It's interesting.
I can see where this is going.
Precisely. By gaining control of the Atomic Rain satellites, we can commandeer their nuclear arsenal and use it to wipe the gunners off the face of the Earth. In one fell swoop, we can destroy your enemy and put a definitive end to this war. Considering they tried to nuke you, seems a rather poetic response, don't you think?
Indeed, but, This seems extreme. Destroy them. How do we do that? I'm gonna go with this seems extreme because, you know, even if we would get, like, Adams Air Force Base, isn't that the one in Fallout 3? I think so. So we can't guarantee that we are the only ones controlling it, like we gaining access to it. And also with the fighter jets, could the gunners already be in control of it? Like, have they taken that place? Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, this seems a bit extreme.
Seems a little out there.
Oh, please. You and I both know how wars are ended.
Okay,
and
true.
whilst I can perhaps understand some of the reservations you may hold, temperance is a luxury of the ignorant and the shielded. If you want to be the victor in this war, your enemy must be destroyed.
So, how are you going to do that?
Not me. You. Whilst I can guide you, in the end it will be your hand pushing the button. Now, you've already acquired the Steno. The next step to gaining control of Atomic Rain requires you to obtain something from a certain location. But there is a complication. I can't quite remember where.
Old age getting to you, right? 5 there.
What do you mean? Why not?
My memory isn't what it once was. There are gaps in my knowledge. Certain things elude me. Faces, names, dates, locations. There are even times that I lose. But never mind all that. Suffice it to say, I'm going to need some assistance.
Nothing to be ashamed of. I have bad memory as well.
Don't worry, I can help.
Thank you. I appreciate the support. Whilst my memory is fuzzy, I do recollect something. Saint James. Perhaps some kind of church? No, that doesn't seem right.
Tell me what you need, Doc.
Yes, that is the question, isn't it? I must admit, I'm unaccustomed to not having all the answers. I would say start with St. James, but I have no idea where that is. I do seem to associate that name with a few other places, though. Places like the Old Warren Theater, the Prost Bar, and the Boylston Club. Perhaps if you were to visit some of these old haunts of mine, you could uncover some information on St. James. And then, once we know more about it, chances are likely I'll know where to send you next. Well then, you have your next task. Off you go. I'll radio later to check up on you. Best of luck out there.
We're gonna get anything from Jake? No? No. It's good to have the radio on just in case. Okay, so the Old Warren Theater, the Prost Bar, and Boylston Club. Luckily, they are rather close to each other. So yeah, that's a nice sweep. Alright, Warren Theater. Let's do this. But St. James... I don't know if there is a vanilla location. It has anything to do with St. James. Interesting. So possibly a new location.
Ground floor. Ground floor.
Now this location has certainly been reset, so yep. Bingo! Can't fool me, synth! But okay, ooh, a note. Warren Theater. Important show tonight. Whole house has been booked by our special guest, so let's put on our best performance yet. And remember, end of Act 3, Scene 2, enter the audience and present the rose to Dr. Magnuson's lady friend instead of the Countess. Her name is Madison. So the lines now read, Madison. Isn't that the lady from the Voltaic HQ? I know there was a note in his office about some girl. Well, that some girl left him. I don't remember if it's her. Future me, show a clip if I'm correct or not. Okay. Her name is Madison, so the lines now read, "A gift for you, sweet Lady Madison, a pale reflection of beauty next to your own, but I beg your indulgence." You got that? Good. Rehearsals will begin at 2, after party at 11, alcohol provided. Okay. Madison. Vintage Amontillado or something like that.
Got it.
Okay. And it's nice making use of locations that otherwise are pretty unused. Like if you... the only reason I can think of someone going here in vanilla is to, you know, take that synth. Because they've seen it on the internet. Like something like that. But yeah, next up, the Boylston Club. I think, yeah, Boylston Club. I don't think I've ever been in here. Like maybe once? To get the poisoned wine or something? I don't know. But I don't recall ever being in this location. I watched Oxhorn's video about it, but... Oh, going up!
Second floor.
Yeah. These poor fellas who decided to face the end of the world with a drink. The poisoned wine. And yeah, there's not even anything of value here, it's just the poisoned wine. Shut that shit. What? Ooh, a holotape. First, gonna check out the terminal. I think it's just the lore here. A toast. Yes, that's the lore, the vanilla lore that that Oxhorn read. Some nice stuff here, and oh, we got plenty. Well, actually, just one. Can't interact with those. But okay.
Ah, Madison. Looking as lovely as always. Care for a Nuka Dark?
Good evening, Magnuson.
I assume this impromptu meeting means a decision has been reached?
Yes and no. Given our current partnership with Robco, and your less than amicable parting, there's been discussion regarding the ethics of recruiting your services.
Ethics? Not a word I'd expect to hear from Vault-Tech. Let's cut the crap, Maddie. You wouldn't have come all the way here if it was just to say, no deal. Your higher-ups simply think they can get more out of me. And they're not wrong. I know how this game is played. Fine. On top of guiding your attempts to replicate ASAM technology, I'll also see about getting 111's cryotech up to speed, but that is all.
And if my superiors ask what, precisely, you're wanting in return?
Then you make up some plausible-sounding lie. After all, that was part of our deal, Madison. No records, no oversight, complete autonomy. Vault-Tech keeps their nose out, and I do the same in return. No reason for either party to pry too deeply into the other's affairs. Or secrets.
You really do know how this game is played.
Well, when you've been around as many politicians as I have, you learn a few things.
You have yourself a deal, Dr. Magnuson. Excuse me, do you have a telephone I can use? I have an important call to make.
Of course. This way, Miss St. James.
Okay. St. James is not a place, it's a lady. Is that Magnuson? Magnuson's chick. The gal. Yeah, Madison. Man, this is getting interesting. Like, is she alive too? That'd be... I don't know. That'd be interesting if they kept their partnership like that. But, yeah. Now to the quick run over to the Prost bar. Let's see where this will take us. Just skipping and diving into several, I don't know what to call them. Oh! Right, the Creation Club content. Hey, Ellie! But I've already acquired the cafe. Okay, to Prost management. Magnuson's hat! Oh, excuse me. Seems Dr. Magnuson had himself a date tonight. He was so enamored with her, he forgot his hat when they left. Can't say I blame him. She was quite the looker. Damn my brain, I almost said she's quite the hooker. What the heck? Make sure to return his hat the next time the good doctor visits. Or maybe he can hang it on one of the walls and... Oh, wait. Or maybe we can hang it on one of the walls instead? Hat of Carl S. Magnuson, America's most famous astronaut. Well, I'll take that.
Well, did you find anything?
What was I looking for? Maybe...
I came across a holotape.
Excuse me, do you have a telephone I can use? I have an important call to make.
Of course. This way, Miss St. James.
Well, I'll be a Chinaman's uncle. St. James isn't a place, it's a person. A very specific person. Madison. Yes, I remember now. Madison St. James, Chief Procurement Officer for Vault-Tec. She was the one who recruited me after Robco gave me the boot. She helped salvage my project.
Do you know her?
You could say that. We dated for a time. Good Lord, I can't believe I almost forgot about Maddie.
What's this project?
By now, it's possible you've already uncovered some smattering of information. I suppose there's no harm in sharing a little more. You see, before the bombs were finally dropped, a lot of us knew the day was coming. The end of the world, or at least the world that was. Individuals, corporations, governments, they all prepared for the worst. Ways to survive a nuclear apocalypse. For example, Vault-Tec had their vaults. Pulowski with their preservation shelters.
Yeah.
I, however, had a better idea. As grand as it was attainable, all I lacked was the means. That's why I approached Robco with my idea, and later why I agreed to work with Vault-Tec. But things didn't transpire quite as I anticipated. For now, that's all I care to share.
Okay.
Do you remember now?
Yes, I do. I remember where I hid what you'll need to hijack Atomic Rain. Obviously, Miss St. James was not the location, but she was the one who granted me access to it. The technology you need is hidden in Vault 111. That's where you need to go.
Oh! Okay, I need to ask the questions.
You've been to a vault?
To say I was simply there does a disservice to my genius. After all, I'm the one who got Vault 111 operational.
Could you elaborate?
It was part of the deal I struck with Vault-Tec. They were desperate to get their cryogenic suspension pods working, and I was desperate for the resources to complete my project. But I'm no fool. I had my suspicions regarding the true purpose of the vaults. But in the grand scheme of things, 111 seemed relatively benign.
Yeah, we had quite the luck to be put in a vault where we weren't like sure, it was an experiment, but it wasn't, being tortured while conscious or anything like that. It's relatively mild compared to the other vaults.
What do you know about Vault Tech?
More than they would like. Early in my military career, I had the chance to witness the kind of company Vault Tech was.
Yep.
I had already seen my fair share of warfare, death, killed others with my own hands. My heart was hardened, you could say. But even to someone like me, Vault Tech's callous attitude towards human life was shocking.
Yeah.
Years later, when I entered the private sector, I made a promise to myself to avoid any association with them. A promise that, much to my chagrin, I would break.
Good work, Doc. I know the way.
Of course you do. And if I might add, I'm quite impressed by your attitude. There's not many who possess your composure and drive. I shall make contact with your partner.
What?
You'll be requiring his assistance. I'll
What?
have him meet you by the vault's entrance. And about returning to 111. I understand this may bring up some complicated emotions.
We're going to the vault with
I
Jake!
assure you that this is necessary.
Oh boy.
It's okay. I can do this.
Your professionalism serves you well.
We're going to
You
the
have your
vault with
assignment. I
Jake!
suggest you make haste. Oh, and don't
Oh,
forget
I'm
to
not
bring
sure
the
if I'm
steno.
ready for this. Are we gonna get contacted by Jake? Or... No, I'm gonna wait for the quest to update. Just in case. Because sometimes I get a little too excited and fast travel as soon as possible. And yeah. It's in the refrigerator. Yeah, we're going to a cold, cold place. Now I'm getting quite nervous, you could say. Okay, I'm gonna check on Sanctuary while we're there. I'm not gonna not a good idea to fast travel directly to the vault, because in case the scene gets messed up or anything like that. But yeah, so
Oh, hey. I got a call through the comm array. From Magnuson, of all people. Said to grab my tool belt and meet you here. What's going on?
What did he say?
Let's see.
shit! Wait.
Something about hijacking some kind of range satellite to launch bombs at the gunners.
Dang it! I got the bug again. But no.
And that was to meet you at Vault 111. The explanation I got was kind of brief, but it did seem important, so here I am. Although, still not entirely sure why.
Okay, I'm gonna quick save and quick load because I hate that bug! I don't remember what I did that caused it, but I don't remember doing a quick load and quick save. Okay, good.
Everything okay here?
Looks to be. Not much going on around the vault's entrance. I guess most people still think 111's sealed up tight. Would explain why no scavengers have come here yet. Maybe we should plant a flag here at some point. But for now, what are we doing here?
Well, we can find out the answer.
Ah, there you are. I assume you're at the vault. Good.
Hey, Dr. Magnuson? Jake speaking. If you don't mind my asking, what exactly are we doing here? I mean, I get that we're gonna hijack a bunch of satellites to blow up the gunners, but...
Have no fear, my boy. All shall be explained.
Let's hear it.
Your summation of the plan is correct, if a tad nebulous. We shall indeed hijack the atomic range satellites, but in order to do so, we must establish a connection to the satellite network. And for that, we'll have to replicate a pre-war mainframe.
What, like a supercomputer? No problem. I've got a few ASAMs with me. Just send over some blueprints and we can start construction right away.
Whoa there, Sonny. Hold your horses. I'm afraid those paperweights you call ASAMs aren't up to the task. That's why I've sent you here.
Go on, Doctor.
Now, as you're both aware, ASAMs enable even the mentally deficient to construct fairly elaborate structures with great proficiency. But what you may not know is that the devices you've been using are not true ASAM sensors. Robco stole my designs and simplified them, bastardized what should have been one of the greatest technological breakthroughs into a cheap product. But if we're going to build something as complex as this supercomputer, we're going to need the real McCoy. We're going to need an ASAM sensor built to its original specifications.
Let me guess.
Yes, that's right. We'll find what we need right here. Go ahead and start the vault's entry sequence. Head inside, and I'll guide you the rest of the way.
Alright. Come on, Jake.
Here we go.
Hey! Jake! He will teleport down. I hope. Game, don't freeze now. Oh, thank goodness.
So, this is Vault 111. It looks in pretty good condition, all things considered.
Your signal is starting to get weak. Set the vault's comm system to our radio frequency.
Okay, I need to stand here, I guess.
Already on it.
Oh.
Yes, there we are. Much better. Now, start working your way towards the cryo chambers.
Oh boy.
Before the bombs fell, I hid a holotape containing the original schematics for a number of my inventions down here, including the ASAMs. That's what you'll be looking for. This holotape.
Small problem, Doc. Looks like the vault security has kicked in. It sealed the way.
Well, if you're where I think you are, you should see a fire control unit near a doorway.
Yeah, we see it.
Lock the intake near the bottom. It'll trick the vault into thinking a fire has broken out. Should open the Overseer's emergency escape.
Bingo! That did the trick. But wait, if there was a fire, shouldn't the door have remained closed?
Yes, it should have. But Vault Tech were never big on fixing design oversights. That's why they resorted to bringing in people like me.
Well, okay then. We're heading in. So, Dr. Magnuson, you worked on Vault 111?
In a manner of speaking. You see, Vault Tech were struggling to achieve successful cryogenic suspension. Test subjects were being prematurely thawed out, resulting in tissue damage and cellular bonding with the consistency of runny oatmeal. I have a background in the field of cryogenics, so I offered my expertise in exchange for supplies, and the funding for my pet project.
This isn't the first time you mentioned this project of yours. Would it be out of line if I asked what it was?
Yes, it would.
God damn it. We got another sealed door. I don't think the fire control trick is gonna work again.
We got
We're
two
in the
terminals.
Overseer's office, yes? You should be able to override the door controls from in there. Take a look around.
Here, Jake. This terminal wasn't here before.
Can't break the code.
Okay. This door correctly sealed itself when the fire system was tripped. You may be able to work it open. Analyze the pipes. hacker rank 2, hack terminal to override the fire system, or short circuit the door release.
That pipe might control the flow of pressure going to that door. Maybe you should follow it.
Yeah, let's do the one without the perk, just to see.
Hey, you got the door open. Good job.
Nice. Come on.
All right, Doctor, I won't ask about your project again. But I would like to know why you'd hide your invention schematics down here, and not someplace else. There must have been a reason.
I can respect a curious mind. I'll answer that query. It wasn't only that holotape I planned to hide down here, but myself also. I reserved the use of a cryo chamber, part of my payment from Vault-Tec.
You were gonna freeze yourself? Down here? Why?
I had set plans in motion that would take some time. Until said plans had seen fruition, there seemed little point in remaining conscious.
But you never made it to the vault. Did you run out of time to make it down here, or...?
No, I chose not to come. I discovered Vault-Tec never intended for me, or anyone else, to leave Vault 111. We were all to stay on ice. Permanently.
Yikes.
Hey, Doctor. I got another question for you.
Why does that not surprise me?
Why are you helping us? Fighting back against the Gunners, I mean.
You know the Gunners have an employer, yes? But do you know what it is they've been employed to do all this time?
Can't say that we do.
To the best of my knowledge, the Gunners' contracted responsibilities are twofold. 1. Locate and secure components of a particular pre-war technology. And 2. Devise a way to deliver said technology to their employer. The late Captain Wes had already fulfilled the second part of the contract, and this new Captain Lamont is very close to completing the first.
But what's that got to do with...
This technology they've been searching for. They're called Ingram tapes. And along with the ASAMs, they were a core part of my project.
So that's why you're helping us. The Gunners are messing around with something that was important to you. It's personal.
My boy, this goes far beyond personal.
Hey, we're seeing a bunch of those pods. Think we're in the right room. What now?
Find and open my cryo chamber.
Okay. How do we know which one is yours?
It'll be the chamber I'm not in.
Right.
Oh, the empty one! I think. But... are we going here?
This one's empty.
What?
Assuming this pod wasn't yours, this must be the right one. Go ahead, open it up.
This one wasn't empty before. Okay.
It's open. What do we do now?
Next, you'll have to remove a component from the steno.
Oh, right. You mean that magnet rifle of yours. Hey, darling, can you pass me the gun?
No, mine!
Sure. Here you go.
Thanks.
Check the rifle's coil assembly. You'll notice a small control board. Pull out the gold-colored chip. Don't worry, it's designed to be removed.
Wow. That's one tiny chip. Hang on, I need to find the right tool for this. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
I'd like to know more about Vault 111.
Part of Vault-Tec's Project Safe House. It was sold to the public as a shelter, meant to protect and house individuals in the event of atomic war. But in truth, 111's purpose was to study the prolonged effects of cryogenic suspension. Something that Vault-Tec's higher-ups were very interested in knowing the results of.
I wonder why.
Why freeze yourself?
Despite their crude design, dubious purpose, and shocking lack of redundant backups, once I had finished overhauling them, this vault's cryo chambers offered the perfect respite. When the bombs fell, I was already in my mid-50s, and it would take at least 2 decades for my preparations to bear fruit. Freezing myself seemed like the obvious choice. Of course, in the end, I ended up not using the cryo chamber. Best laid plans, as the saying goes.
Who are the Gunners working for?
For now, it's better that you don't know. Trust me,
God dang it.
knowledge would only cause complications.
Okay. What? What? Wait. Shit, do I even wanna know? I can't resist a speed check. Let's go!
Please, tell me. I need to know.
Very well. We can discuss it later, but now is not the time.
What, Gip?
A chip? What's it do?
Most of my creations are designed around proprietary software, or hardware, like that chip. Rarely, this was because I could fabricate more sophisticated components that were commercially available, or privately for that matter. But an added benefit of this is that my inventions and work became difficult for others to decipher, interfere with, or replicate. This acted as a safeguard of sorts, and it allowed me to use certain components as physical encryption.
Oh, I get you. So the chip in this rifle is like a key.
Precisely. And this key will open the way to where I hid the holotape. You'll find its accompanying lock on the intersection of my cryo chamber.
All right, got the chip. Let's try giving this key a turn.
Nice gliding around. What?
Whoa, now.
Sealed off and concealed an old maintenance tunnel. The only way to find it was if you knew it was there. And if you had the key, of course. You'll find the holotape you need at the end of the tunnel.
Well then, after you, darling.
Just one moment, I just surprised they managed to make this happen. What? Woo. Oh, but the Gunner's employers he knows who it is.
Hell's chief, it's cold down here.
Just one moment, Jake. I'm getting a little scared here, okay? We can discuss it, he's okay with discussing it, but now is not the time. What? Because, and also, it's better for you to not know? Because it will cause complications? We can talk about it later, but not now. Are you telling me it's because Jake is there? Is the employer Caitlin? I'm getting a little scared here because I know the title of an upcoming quest, so well shit. Okay, you ready, Jake? Let's go. Whoa. Terminal? Gotta check. Oh, nothing. Okay, just decoration. Ooh. You okay? Oh, we got Mirelurks probably. Need a better weapon. Sure. Come on, Jake, stick close to me. Just in case. You know. What?
Mirelurks!
What? Shit. Ah, wrong gun. Oh well, it works.
Never a dull moment. Damn pesky critters. How'd they even get in here?
Yeah, that is a good question. Like, did Vault-Tec design them? Like, if they haven't even seen the light of day... Okay, I don't know which way to go. Oh, this way. Okay. But does that mean this is a dead end? Yep. This is just a minor cave, so... Okay. Okay, Jake. Come on. Oh, bottle caps.
Sealed tight. Looks like this door had its own power supply, but it's long out of juice. Hey, Doc. You got another closed door down here. Any ideas? Dr. Magnuson? Huh. Guess we're too far down for the radio to work. Looks like we're on our own. This door's frozen shut. Don't think we can pry it open. We're gonna need a fusion core to get it open again. If you don't happen to have a core handy, take a look around. Maybe we'll get lucky. In the meantime, I'll see what I can do here.
Well, I do got plenty of fusion cores.
Open says you. That's it done. Well, let's keep going.
Well, hopefully no enemies in here.
Now this looks promising. Let's see here.
Okay.
Hello there, little terminal. What you've got to say?
Oh, he's freaking adorable.
Well, this is definitely where Magnuson hid the holotape. Only problem is, I think it's down at the bottom of that flooded elevator shaft.
Whoa.
I'm sending it to the command to ascend, but nothing's happening. Maybe all that water's putting too much strain on the elevator. The increased load is too much for the servos to handle. I'm open to any suggestions you'd care to venture.
I'll see what I can do.
Always the problem solver, huh? I'm sure you'll find something that'll help. You always do. We just need to find a way to get to that holotape.
Yes.
What luck I have.
Warning. Multiple fluctuations in cryosleep chambers detected. Purge of emergency chemical overflow. Recommended. Warning. Failure to purge emergency chemical overflow may result in hazardous chemical retention. Request permission from senior member of staff to begin purge.
Let's quick save. Oh wait, let's do a hard save just in case, because this.
Are you able to self-destruct?
Affirmative. Warning. Hazardous chemicals detected. Self-destruct may result in chemical ignition. Shall I proceed?
Don't want you to do that so close to Jake. Circuitry. What?
There we go.
Divert power to elevator.
Well, that's using your head. With the extra power, we should have no problem bringing up the elevator now. All right, elevator coming up.
Nice. Yep, there it is.
Let's go take a peek, shall we? That looks like the holotape. Seems no worse from wear after its prolonged soak. Huh, seems there's some other goodies too. I'll keep hold of this for now. I'm gonna head back up. Let Magnuson know we found the tape. Come find me when you're ready.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Won't be able to pick this.
Okay. Strange that it was so easy. To the surface. Yeah. There he is. Oh. I'm coming, Jake. Now, please, since we split up, Jake, what the hell? Please don't tell me you're in some kind of trouble up there. It's like, please tell me this is just to prepare for some scene or something. But well, you know.
Is that your? I'm sorry. I didn't even think. Take as much time as you need. I'll be over here.
So, yeah, he had a comment, but it didn't play correctly.
Hold on. I want to talk with Magnuson first. Hey, Doc. We found the holotape. Dr. Magnuson, are you there?
Static. Uh-oh.
I guess something must have come up. Suppose for now, I'll just keep hold of the holotape until we hear from him again.
What do you think happened to him?
I'm not sure. But seems kind of strange he'd cut contact before knowing the results of our efforts. Say, if you don't mind the question, how are you doing? I mean, being back in 111. You okay?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Sure, no problem. Just so you know, whenever it comes to these kind of things, you never have to shoulder them alone. I'll always do my best to help carry the burden. I care about you. And I don't want to see you hurt if I can help it. Well, I'd say it's time for me to head back to the HQ. Hopefully nothing has happened during our absence. Oh, and just an idea, but now that we've explored this place, why not officially lay claim to it? There's a lot of tech down here, not to mention a near pristine vault. That's a valuable resource in and of itself. Up to you, of course. But I think planting our flag here would be a smart move. Anyway, I guess we better get going. Stay safe, hon. You were a big help today. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I'm sorry, I'm just fangirling here. Just... Man, you're adorable. And same to you about having a shoulder to cry on and stuff. Oh, you're so
Need
sweet.
to breathe fresh air again. Well, as fresh as you get in the Commonwealth.
Yep.